Welcome back to another episode of Jam with the
Boys.
You want to try that again?
Sure. You forget?
Welcome back to another episode of Jam with the
Boys.
Welcome back. Welcome back. This is so awkward. We haven't done this in like 6 months.
Legit. It's been a while.
We're back together. The band is back together.
I mean, we were never not together.
Yeah.
The band just wasn't.
No gas.
The band just wasn't playing, baby.
We've had a lot of updates and changes, and John has had another child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's dad of 2.
Yeah, 2 boys.
And how is little angel Prince?
He's good. He's good.
That's my nickname for him.
If you have kids, you know, first 4 months, you're in the trenches a little bit, but he's good.
Do you
He's
feel like
healthy.
you're out of the trenches now?
Slowly but surely, yeah. We're out.
Good.
Yeah.
And how's mama?
Good. She's good. Yeah, can't complain.
I'd love to hear it.
Yeah. How's your man?
Why are you starting it like that?
Why not?
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Fair enough.
Very enthusiastic.
No, I am seeing somebody. Yeah, he's just so lovely. And I've never really been involved with somebody that is so emotionally intelligent. It challenges me.
Yeah.
That's
And
good.
I feel very seen and heard and beautiful and confident around him. So I appreciate that so much. And one day at a time, because it's long distance, so it is it's a little different. But yeah, it's going great. You guys are going to meet him in a couple weeks. He's going to come up here. I think meeting all of you guys at one moment is going to be very anxiety-inducing for me.
Oh,
Why?
We're a lot. Like, we are a lot as a family.
you think?
Yeah, I think so. And I also haven't introduced anybody that I've ever thought was worthy of meeting you guys in a long time.
Right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, it could be a lot, I guess. I wouldn't overthink it.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get George to bring someone in
No.
as well
No.
to fill the air.
There's no filling that in the air.
I said bring in the flavor of the month to fill the air.
No. That's insane.
I
Fuck.
don't even know any contenders.
You don't?
Not really.
No.
I
Nothing.
mean-
I'm leaving soon anyway, so there's no point.
Yeah, what's the update with you?
Well, signed up for the military, so that's new. I guess they don't know that. And then in the meantime, just working a little construction.
So you left
Wait.
Whistler a couple months ago.
Yeah, back in White Rock, so super excited about that. Yeah, out of Whistler, out of the Bad News Bears Whistler.
And you're getting ready for the military.
Yeah, getting ready, training, just getting ready for the call. And then as soon as I get that call, I'm out.
And what prompted you to join the military?
Oh God, that's such a deep question.
We get deep on here.
I think it's just more like of a purpose. I feel like that drives me to have a greater purpose in life, to always push harder every day. Mm-hmm. And the Canadian military kind of has a bad rep right now, I guess. A lot of people kind of shit on it, but I want to kind of be the change in that military. Not saying I'm going to change it, but to be the type of person going forward. That's what our military I want to replicate, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because there was a video going around the internet about some ex-military guy that was at a base for 15 years and went back, and he was like, they're so out of shape. You know, there's a lot of whatever. And I basically just want to go in and just push myself to be the best I can.
Set a good example.
You know, that really grinds my gears.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's basically why. And I should be going off hopefully in about a month or 2, I think. Hopefully.
That's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting.
And
Very-
you would train in Canada.
Yes. Yeah, I'd be in Quebec for basic training, and then artillery's in New Brunswick.
Exciting stuff.
Very. Yeah. Very
And then
exciting.
how does that work? You just like live in New Brunswick for how long?
Contract's 3 years. I think they do 6 months. You do 6 months at a location and 6 months in another, and you could be transferred anywhere in the world, I believe.
Right. So do you have like an apartment there, or do
Yeah,
you
they'll
barracks,
move
or-
everything from here. They'll get me a moving truck
Yeah.
and just move me right there. They pay for everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Apartments, or they have like a living place?
I think for training, it'll be living quarters, and then once I'm out, I think they have like a military housing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In
so-
New Brunswick, in Fredericton,
Yeah.
or Moncton?
I don't exactly know. I think it's Fredericton.
I think it's Moncton,
Maybe. Could be. I don't know.
but I could be wrong too.
Yeah, I just know that I think there's 5 artillery bases, and if you're reserve, you have to be at your closest home base. And then if you're full-time, which I'm going into full-time, you get to pick what base you want to go on. And I'm going to pick the New Brunswick one.
Why?
Because I think it's the nicest one out of all of them.
And you'll be on the water?
Manitoba, little town in Ontario, Quebec. But then, then New Brunswick. Just think it's...
New Brunswick is a little bit of a butt fuck. I live there.
I've never been.
But it's nice being on the coast and not being like in the middle.
It's not on the coast. New Brunswick is not on the coast.
What's near water?
It's not?
No, it's Newfoundland. And Nova Scotia's on the water.
But it's close. It's close, too.
It's a province away. It's like saying Alberta's close to water.
Weren't you on the water when you went and visited?
There's a river.
I was in Halifax.
Oh.
That's
Right on
Nova
the
Scotia.
It's Nova Scotia, yeah. It's
Yeah.
different.
That's like saying like, oh, it'd be nice to be close to the water. I'm going to move to Calgary.
Oh.
Let me just look it up for a second. I just want to see exactly where it is.
My geography could be a bit off.
Did you have some drinks last night?
You had a couple.
Do you want to talk about it?
About my drinking?
Yeah.
I think the last time I was
Sober.
sober dog.
So what has changed in your mind and your life to become a drinker again?
You know what? My fiance was pregnant, so I just said, fuck it, I'm just going to be sober with you. So I did the 9 months with her.
New Brunswick is on the water, as a matter of fact. You're witnessing history here, John saying that he is wrong and Jordan is right.
Yeah, all I know is...
I won't say it out loud, but
He won't say it into the mic.
I knew it was near the water.
I never went to the beach there. That's for damn sure. They had a shit river running through Fredericton and basically just... Yeah, it was real brutal.
I just remember going to, like, when I went to Halifax, it was like, I know it's totally different, but it was beautiful. Like, all the seafood there, like the oysters and the lobster, everything right there. So I'm assuming it's pretty damn close. So it's got to be somewhat similar. It's got to be
It's
like...
not. I've been to both. It's not. Not at all. I'm sorry.
it's gotta be better than-
I was wrong, but I have been to both, and
It's
it's
got
not
to
at
be
all.
better than Manitoba, though.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Or
Definitely.
some...
Being on the water, I think, is a game changer.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll go there.
Nice. Keep us posted. Hopefully we do another pod before Jord departs. We'll have to.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
We'll have to do one.
This may not be a consistent thing. We're going to see how we feel. And you're also engaged. You said fiance.
Yeah.
You want to explain how you did it? How fat the ring is?
How fat is it?
It's pretty fat. A couple carrots. 3?
3 carats.
I think so, yeah.
Heavy hand.
3 and a bit. But
And-
yeah, it's big.
How did you do it?
Christmas Day, just like set something up in our living room. She walked down the stairs. You helped me plan it.
I did. It was really cute.
Yeah.
Very intimate and private, which was lovely.
Yeah. I don't need a big show or like.
And
I
she
don't
just
really
had a
think
baby like 2 weeks
yeah.
before. So
Yeah.
she was probably, that was perfect for her.
Yeah, totally. And Christmas, and we'll always kind of remember it. And it's nice. It was nice. Yeah.
Have you guys talked about wedding planning?
No, we're just dealing with the baby first, you know.
Very fair.
Very
It's a lot.
Are you still planning to have another one straight away?
I don't know. We haven't really. Like, it's just everything kind of just like we're just trying to like fucking manage. That's the drinking too. Just trying to
Get back
trying to
in
get
it.
through. You know.
Yeah, they're hungover today if we didn't mention that. But
Yeah.
Little
Very
bit, little
hungover
bit.
today.
I'm
I'm
really excited about food.
Yeah, the food.
Right. The food.
I cannot wait.
we don't even know where we're going, do we?
No, but we'll figure it out. I went to a dope spot the other day. I don't know if I told you guys. Me and Mike went out to Richmond, and we went to the Richmond Public Market. It's like this really like run down old market, and it seems like when you walk in, you've transported into China. It's like everything is in Chinese, and then like it's all these little like butcher shops and trinket stores and stuff.
Is it
like that.
inside?
It's inside, yeah. It's inside this little like rundown like building, and on the downstairs is like butcher shops and seafood shops, like huge Alaskan king crabs and like pig's feet and like fish heads and all this stuff. It's crazy. It's wild. And then you go upstairs and they have all these different little food spots, like a food court. Mm-hmm. And so we just ordered from like 4 different places. They give you a little buzzer and you go sit down and then they
We haven't posted on TikTok in quite some time. I posted a few videos of just Jordan and I
Can we just
taking the
leave
piss together. But I did get a few DMs over the months of people yearning for your advice.
Oh, really?
There's some ladies who need some help in the DMs, and I'm so sorry that I never got back to you, and I still haven't gotten back to you, but hopefully this will suffice. Should we go through some questions?
Sure.
Okay, I have about 4 or 5 here. So just in terms of getting a male POV, somebody asked, my boyfriend never posts me on social media. He says he's private. Should I be worried? Does private mean that the guy is hiding something, or what are your guys' thoughts on not posting on Instagram if he claims that he's private?
Well, is he always on it? Like, if he's always on Instagram, like doing something?
I think he's always lurking, but he's not necessarily always posting.
I mean, if you're a part of his life, I think you should, but I don't know. I think you should if you're in a
Relationship?
Yeah. It just seems like a normal thing to do.
Jonathan?
Yeah. I mean, fuck, if you guys are together, then, I mean, just, if you're living your life together, then, I mean, wouldn't it just naturally happen? I'm not like a big, like, you have to post, but, I mean, it just happens if you live your life together, does it not?
Yeah, I think so. I think also,
Unless you're really trying not to post someone.
I think that your boyfriend should post you.
Yeah,
That's
I
how I
think so
feel
too.
because I think if you're in a committed relationship, you should be proud of the person you're with and naturally they're a part of your life. You don't have to go above and beyond, but I think it's just like a natural thing that should come. You shouldn't hide them.
Totally.
Yeah.
Right?
Agree. Yeah.
Easy.
Okay.
Next.
Somebody asked, I always have to text first to make plans. He says he's just bad at texting. Should I lower my expectations? Are guys just really bad at texting or are they not into it?
No. If a guy's into somebody, they will make plans. They'll make an effort. For
Yeah,
that
if you're
person.
really into someone, you're
Yeah.
texting them back.
Yeah.
Like all the time. It's like that other segment type thing that you said. If he wanted to, he would.
Yeah. No matter how busy you are, like
Yeah.
if
Yeah, like,
Jeff
who the
Bezos
fuck
and
are you?
Elon Musk can have full on relationships and kids and families, like your man can do it that has a 9 to 5.
Well, that's debatable whether they can, but
But they are. Jeff
debatable.
Bezos just flew Lauren Sanchez, his girlfriend, to space. Like, if he wanted to, he would.
supposedly.
Supposedly. Yeah. Supposedly.
It's actually funny because the guy that I'm dating, I was telling him that I'm naturally just a really, really bad texter. And I've really, really changed my tune. And he would have no idea I was ever a bad texter. What would you rate my texting skills normally on a scale of 1 to 10?
Like, I know your texting skills to other people, I would say towards me, it's great. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
it's fine.
And what do you
I have
think
no issue with it. But
towards other people?
like, probably 0. Like, I'm just going to, like, not answer for a while. Like, if I see a text message come in, I just respond.
Yeah. Me too. I'm the same way.
I don't want to respond right now. So
Yeah.
I'll wait and then I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
I mean, you're good with me,
Yeah, because I
But-
like you guys.
but to other people, I have no idea how you treat them.
Well, how many text messages do you have right now?
Right, I went through it when I go through the border. I only have 64.
Yeah, see, even that's insane.
That's insane.
Is it?
Yeah. Just open it and get rid of it.
You want to see how many I have?
But
0.
it's because I'm intending to get back to these people. That's why it's unopened.
Are you though?
I do have
Like 0.
Are you?
That's
yeah, 0.
so crazy.
I respond to people when they text me.
Or you just open it and close it and
But
forget
then
about it.
then I actually forget about it. At least if it's unopened, I'll see that. Okay, yeah, I need to reply to that person when I get a second.
I just respond. That seems easier.
Yeah. Okay. Another question. We have been together for 5 years and he still hasn't proposed. He says marriage is just a piece of paper. What do you think? Should I leave or stay? 5 years is like, I guess it depends what age you are. I think if you're above 25 and you've been with them for 5 years,
But I mean, you should have that talk way before. Like, hey, do you want to get married? No. Do you want to get married? Yeah, I would love to get married.
I feel like his intention was yes, and every year it gets pushed off. And I think this is a common theme with guys pushing off marriage.
Is it?
I think so.
It's probably a tough world out there.
Yeah, maybe like financially it's not feasible for some people. They're just like overwhelming. They got like so much other shit to worry about
Yeah.
rather than like going out and spending money on a ring and like having to spend all this money on a
Wedding.
wedding. Yeah, it depends on like the family's financial situation. Like, is the family going to help out the wedding? Like, if you don't have any help and you're just worried about paying some bills, then fucking let the boy fucking eat,
Yeah, that's fair.
you know?
Maybe
Yeah,
a little
I agree.
promise ring, though.
Oh, God.
Or something. It doesn't have to.
No.
If she's so desperate for a ring,
Just
it doesn't
shut
have.
the fuck up.
Yeah, like if you're really like a promise ring,
Or something like.
that's
If,
like for like grade 8s.
but clearly, if he can't afford it. But if that's it, it's like 5 years is a long time. Like if we have talked about having kids and a family and getting married,
Do they have kids or no?
not yet. I think they want kids. She wants kids.
He's not doing his duty, eh?
I think it's very situational, and you need to have this conversation early on and set boundaries. And if you say you want to be married in 5 years and he can't give that to you, then I think that's on you to walk away.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard question just because like you don't know everyone's situation. Like, do you guys live together? How long have you lived together? All this stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It's a pretty loaded question, but just I don't know. When the time is right, he'll fucking go buy a ring. Until then.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't put any pressure on it. If you're not feeling like it's there, then just, if you want to leave, then leave.
Yeah, like if you're like fucking, you're a girl and you've been with him for 5 years, but you guys got together at 30 and you're 35 and you're about to expire, then you might want to get on it.
I think it's very situational based.
Totally.
Okay, next question. I caught my boyfriend liking half naked pics on Instagram. He says that it means nothing. Am I overreacting? What are your thoughts on this?
Why? Me?
Just
I mean, when I was younger, like I was in a relationship and I just would like photos.
you're a keyboard warrior.
Well, yeah, but it was when I was younger.
What is younger, like a few days ago, or
No,
because like every hot chick that I see on Instagram, like
No, but, like,
it's
it doesn't
first
mean-
one is either Chris Morrison or
that?
Jordan,
but it's like who?
the guy who lives above the OB.
Oh
my
God,
friend Pete.
him, yeah. No, but it's I think if like when I was in my 20s, like early 20s, and I was in a relationship and I did it, my girlfriend got mad, but I was like, it doesn't mean like for me, it didn't mean anything until she got like mad, and I was like, okay, stop. I don't know. It doesn't mean anything to them. Doesn't mean anything to me. It's just like
Because for me, like that just gives me the ick. It's like that's a disrespect to me. I feel like
if you're in a relationship, yeah.
If you're in a
it's
relationship.
not a good plan.
it's easier to not like a photo than it is to like a photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to double tap, you know? Guys always say, like, why does it matter if I like girls' photos, blah, 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 blah. And for the girls' perspective, like, we're the ones screenshotting it, putting it in the group chat, like, look whose boyfriend just liked my photo. Like, it's embarrassing,
Right.
you know?
But if your
Yeah.
friend, if it's like your girlfriend's friend, and you liked it, wouldn't it be like, hey, that's my girlfriend's friend. That's a good photo.
If she's half naked.
I don't
Or
think
just
it's,
like, it's if we're talking half naked, I'm just talking like a
or just
normal-
like, yeah, like OnlyFans girls or just girls that are like,
Oh yeah, if they're like naked, half naked, then yeah, probably. But if it's just a nice photo, like a regular,
a wholesome
I don't
photo.
think guys really think that much about it, but I can see the girl's perspective for sure.
It's just icky. It's unnecessary and it's icky.
I don't really like any except for like some memes that I just really try to tailor my algorithm. My algorithm's like pretty awesome.
Yeah, I see the stuff you like.
Yeah. And I'm just trying to get more of it to come out.
That's why you like it?
Yeah.
What else we got here?
If the guy I'm seeing says he's emotionally unavailable but wants to keep hanging out, what does this mean for a guy he's trying to smash
Yeah.
without any?
Yeah, it just sounds like a pussy.
Well, I mean, I would say like I don't. Fuck, these questions are pretty tough, but I mean, maybe he's like got a lot of work shit going on, and he just like wants to focus on himself. Depends how old you are. If you're in your like early 20s and you just got out of university or something, and you're like getting after it, and he really is emotionally unavailable, but he's wants to just like every now and then doesn't want to lead her on. At least he's being honest about it.
Yeah, I think that is a situationship that is not going to go past a situationship.
Totally.
Sounds
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Oh.
Okay, last question. I told a guy that I liked him. He said he wasn't ready, but now he's dating somebody else. Why do guys do that?
She's trying not to hurt her feelings, I think.
He doesn't like her.
No.
No.
Well, if he did, then you'd be with her.
Yeah.
Sorry, sister.
Yeah.
It's the
Snooze,
hard
you lose.
truth. This is what happens when you guys are hungover. You're just very cutthroat.
Yeah, well, that gets
No
down to it.
cushion.
That gets down to it at least.
No cushion for the pushing. Do you guys have any other thoughts or anything else you want to add to this very bleak energy?
I think it's good. I think it's good energy.
You do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like the questions are getting answered.
Do you want some more questions? These aren't questions from people. These are just a few thought-provoking questions.
Sure, let's hear it. Today, Junior,
Yeah, spill it.
Are
you can't even
relationships
read.
are relationships supposed to be easy, or is struggle part of building something strong?
Oh, I don't think it's supposed to be easy.
Yeah, it's definitely not supposed to be easy.
I don't think it's supposed to be easy. I think there's a lot of growing pains in a relationship, and you just got to work through them. And that is how you build something strong, forged in fire.
I think communication is really, really important, and through communication, you're obviously going to find your differences. And that's kind of where you have to work through and compromise with each other. I think the feeling that you have with somebody is supposed to be easy. And I think if you remember that you're always on the same team and you guys are fighting for the same thing, just remembering, I'm not against you, I'm with you, but we're going to have differences and that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't always want to agree with everything.
No, that's true. It's supposed to be hard, I think. Especially, like, if you have, like, a if you go through your trials and tribulations early on, then later in life it's probably easier because you've like had all those hard conversations, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's just like learning each other.
Like I think it goes in waves, right? You know, you get through something and then you ride a high and then you know, fuck, you come crashing down sometimes and you just gotta pick your shit up and keep moving.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. I think
Yeah.
choosing somebody that you're going to spend your life with is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make in your life. And people really don't take that into consideration these days, I think.
Yeah.
They kind of just match up because it's convenient or they've been together for a long time. I also saw a TikTok that said if you've been with your significant other from before you were 25, chances are by the time you guys hit 25, whether you think that person is your person or not, you will end up just staying together because like you're too afraid to start new because you think you're too old. And I know quite a few people in relationships like that, I feel.
I feel like it gets super hard after a certain age.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Lots of good women and good men are scooped up by like 30, 35 for men. Women, like you got to have them like early 20s to get like a good one, I think. But maybe people are going to fucking hate me for saying that.
That's fair, but I also think that you guys for
All
so
you
long
old bags out there.
they're not referencing me, but
No.
for so long, like you guys always told me I'm being too picky.
Yeah.
And you always not told me to lower my standards, but quote unquote, lower my standards because I'm too picky.
No,
You've always said I'm too picky and I'm going to,
you are.
but if I didn't hold out for what somebody that matches and meets those standards, like I would have never met him.
Yeah. Fair
So,
enough.
I think-
everything happens, you know.
Everything
Yeah,
happens for a
don't
reason.
lower your standards and don't settle because I could have settled in this past year with a few people, but I knew in my heart of hearts that this was not the feeling that I am searching for long term.
Right.
So you got to trust your gut.
Yeah.
Is jealousy a natural part of love or a sign of insecurity?
Probably insecurity, I think. It depends on what it is, like what the situation of, like what makes you jealous.
Right.
But there's some things that would make me jealous, but if you're acting on that jealousy or like starting a fight of it, I think that's like an insecure thing.
I like that perspective because
Yeah.
I think it's natural to feel jealous in some sense, but it's how you.
That's how you deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the insecurity. If you like lash out and you don't know how to control yourself, then yeah, that's the insecurity. Because I'm sure everyone gets jealous.
Yeah, that's good.
I really like that.
Thanks.
And communicating too, like, you know what, like that kind of makes me a little bit jealous and I don't know what it is inside of me that's like making me feel this way. But instead of just blaming them and kind of putting it on them.
There's some nuance to it, I think, right? There's levels of jealousy. You can get someone who's like crazy jealous, and that's obviously an insecurity. But you could also get someone who's like purposely doing things to make someone jealous.
Yes.
And then you're like, okay. I think it's a lot of insecurity on both sides. If you're like trying to make someone jealous or
Yeah, that's
you're
fucked
doing
up.
things like, and that's immature. And can I have a little sip of that?
Yeah, you need it. You want some?
Yeah, I'll have a swig.
Cosmic vibe. That's why your vibes are high, huh?
Yeah, I had a couple today actually.
Did you?
Trying to get my vibes high for you guys.
I had one this morning. I had a tropical vibe.
Celsius?
That's why I'm on the.
Little down.
Yeah.
Are Celsius bad for you?
I don't think so.
It can't be like good for you.
No,
like a
probably
Red
not.
Bull.
Probably not good for you, but I mean, it gets me through the day.
Okay. What is more important, being loved or being understood?
Being loved.
You think?
What? In what context?
I don't even know how to answer that.
Being loved or being understood?
I think being
You
understood.
could go your whole life just being understood by people and never being loved?
I think being understood is almost more important than I think the love will grow from that. But if it's like just like so much love and like surface level, being understood and seen, I think is so important. And I only say that because I feel like this is the first time I've truly been understood and seen. And it's something that I appreciate,
Interesting. Yeah. It's a good perspective.
opposed to being like love bombed, which I have been a million times, and it doesn't really sit with me.
Yeah. The question's worded weird after you kind of explained it further.
Okay, we're going to do one more question, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it better to be completely honest in a relationship, even if it might hurt the other person?
Yeah.
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 I mean, yeah, you don't have to like be like, oh shit, you look really fat.
Yeah.
That's nuts. But like,
Yeah, there's ways of going about
yeah,
it.
like you don't have to do you don't have to say everything that's on your mind.
There's a difference between being honest and being transparent. Being transparent is like, you're going out with your friends tonight, you're going to be home later. Being honest about it is like, you're out and you don't tell your girl then has to text you or ask you like, hey, what's up? And you're like, hey, I'm out with these people. I think that's being honest. Being transparent is before it gets to that point, before you go out, saying, hey, I'm going out here tonight, I'm doing this with these people, I'll be home at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you just,
I think being like, that's being transparent. So it's like, okay, you're telling me what's been going on. I don't have to sit there and ask you for information.
And that's fair.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Being transparent
I would
versus
rather
being
that.
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys do that now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the only way, really. What are you
What are you hiding?
Yeah, I think it's with people that aren't very communicative.
or
Just
younger
not
or
telling your
something? It's
partner
like,
what you're
no, I
doing?
got 2 kids. Like, I got to be like, in 3 weeks from now, I'm going golfing.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I'm going to the clubhouse. I'm having some beers, and I'll be home at this time. No, you have to.
And if plans change, then you update them as they're changing, not
Yeah.
waiting for them to reach out and ask you.
Yeah, I mean, major plan changes, sure, yeah. If it's like, oh, we had a reservation in the dining hall, and now I'm sitting on the patio. Hey, just want to let you know.
But
like,
if you're saying like, I'm going to have 1 drink, but then you end up having 10, I think that's something you could tell them.
That
Hey,
was my plan last night,
what?
just to have 1, and then ended up being 15.
God, you had like 3 before I even got there.
I know.
Jordan had the spins last night.
Yeah, I had the spins, but we're getting better. Go get some food, and we'll be dialed.
Well, do you guys have anything else you want to add? This is very bleak, and who knows if we're even going to post this
I'm good.
with this.
At least we did it. At least we got
Terrible
back into
energy.
the swing of things. But
My back hurts from carrying this whole fucking goddamn thing.
Let's go get some food.
I was gonna bring up Vancouver Fire, but
You don't want to?
you
You don't
it's a
want to
pending
roast him?
Pending lawsuit. Not joking.
Not joking. Okay, thanks for joining. Missed you guys. Sorry this was so terrible. Thanks for our 3 followers. And sayonara.
Sayonara,
Sydney
Sydney Stefan.
Stefan.
We're rough.
Yeah.
We're rusty.